PDP chieftain, the video that we are going to watch later on, he came out to say that what this means for the northerners in PDP is that they should go and look for another party. So he's saying that they are now sidelining the north. I don't know exactly where he's coming from, Mr. Oladimeji, but yes, exactly. He's saying that the northerners in PDP will now have to look for another party. And he also said that it is not constitutionally right for NEC to come and make such declarations, saying that since they have a northern chairman as their PDP chairman, that they should now give the presidential ticket to the south. But what's your take on that? The intervention of NEC in PDP's case, do you think it's going to calm the rising or roaring storm, or is it going to make it worse, Mr. Oladimeji?
You know, the first step, to putting a stop to the frequent bullying of the bully is to stand the bully.
Yes.
I think that is what currently doing. They have been bullied by some persons who have grown in power and weight beyond the party, and they have seen themselves as the numero uno of the party instead of the other way around. So if they go by this and they see it through, it would mean that they have completely decided that they are calling the bluff of these bullies who are constantly, responsible for the comatose state of the PDP today. As for that man, you see, sometimes I ask myself how we come about some elders in this country, permit my words. Because instead of you, as an elder statesman and a stakeholder in the party, to foster unity,
yes,
in that you are busy, clocking the wheel of that process of unity, and you keep bringing the rhetoric of division into political discussion. What do you mean? What kind of narrative are you trying to shape into that information space when it is already obvious to all of them there, even if northern counterparts, that the gentleman agreement of zoning is still very much effective, and the disobedience to it was responsible for their state. It's just greed of politicians who just want to grasp at power by all means
necessary
with the national unity.
I see your point, Mr. Oladimeji. But how, coming to you from now, with the way things are, how do you think this is going to play out in the general scheme of things? How do you think this decision will span out?
Well, I'm actually seeing PDP rising again, even though they've fallen then with their internal crisis. But at the end of the day, it still depends on who they will choose to run for them for the 2027
depends
election.
on who they would choose.
Exactly,
that is apt.
Exactly. But I think the North will be pushing on, keeping the vice president and other top offices for themselves, you get. But I think if they choose the right candidate for this time around, I think things all
right.
Yeah.
Speaking about the right candidate, that is very crucial.
Yeah, if they don't, you see Tinubu will still win again. He'll keep on cruising.
So talking about that right candidate, right, Mr. Oladimeji, there was a comment that we saw, and they were kind of insinuating that former President Goodluck Jonathan will be best suited for the candidacy coming from PDP for the 2027 presidential elections. If former President Goodluck returns, how do you think this would affect the political atmosphere generally?
First of all, let me establish my own personal position on either Goodluck Ebele Jonathan will become contesting or not. The man is currently enjoying the envoy of the United Nations. A very, very smooth diplomatic corps service. The African nations. He's currently enjoying his duty.
Yes. They really stressed him.
Now first of all, such a man, if I were in family and he comes to discuss that in the family meeting, I would say, Uncle, Like something is doing. And continue it. All right?
Yes.
Go on to serve African continent, by extension. Let other ends do this. But if, hypothetically speaking, he's going to throw his weight into the contest, I think it changes the dynamics for everything. And the danger in it is that you give more credence, all right, to the continuity of this present administration that we have. Should good luck be Jonathan throwing his challenge.
So you think if he comes out, he would just make it easier for Tinubu to, remain in power? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, definitely. If you permutate it, they're from the south. You cannot take away the goodwill that good luck Billy Jonathan enjoys.
Yes.
Okay.
You can't take away, and you have to be factual. You can't take away the goodwill he enjoys in the region, especially when it is now very obvious that he actually was not interested in the blood of Nigerians.
Yes.
That was why, he had to let go at that time. He wouldn't even wield the authority of the office he holds.
There was this comment.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But I wanted to ask, so now that it has been, given to the South, the Oyo State governor has come out to say that he is interested in getting the presidential ticket under PDP. And there have been different reactions to that. I think I've gotten your reaction. But I also want to get Mr. Oladimeji's reaction to this. The Oyo State governor, Seyi Makinde, for president of Nigeria 2027. How do you see that playing out? Do you think that is going to strengthen PDP's chances, or is it going to weaken it?
No. First, let PDP, ride this storm they are currently on. I think that should be their primary target. When if Seyi Makinde wants to vie for office of the president, in 2027, well, why not? His CV will include that afterwards. He's going in there for, with the intention that he would, have an impact in the election. I think that is way off his head. I'm sorry to say.
Okay.
And you have to look at the political, real estate that you own before you begin to discuss your candidacy.
Yes, I understand what he's saying now. But talking about candidacy, right? The chairman of the PDP Governors Forum and Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed has come to say that concerning the fact that there are some people that are clamoring for Mr. P2B to return to the PDP, that he would first focus on the November 8 elections for the Labour Party governorship candidates, and after that he will then pay attention to what is going on and the pleas of PDP and see what he should do going forward. But let me start from you, Format. Because I've asked you this question before, and I remember your response, but now with the way things are, when I asked that question, we're not sure PDP was going to give their ticket to the South, but now they have. How do you see this? Do you think it's going to change Mr. P2B's direction?
I feel like there's possibility of, his direction being switched to PDP, because according to him, he said that he's not all about the party, that whatever will foster unity and change in Nigeria, if it is regardless of the party, that is what he is, up for. And that was when he campaigned for ADC, for people to support ADC for the by-elections. So you could see that he's somebody that has the interest of Nigerians at heart and change at heart. So there is high possibility that he might return to PDP. But at the same time, if he returns to PDP, we already know that, PDP already have mixed feelings towards him. So it might actually shake things up. But I think if he goes back, there is high chance that,
Okay, so to you, Mr. Oladimeji, the same question. Mr. P2B returning to PDP, is that a possibility you see happening?
anywhere Peter Obi goes, he's always with a political leadership, a voting bloc. So it does not matter if it is, it does not matter if it is AA, it does not matter if it is AC. It goes with his real estate, with his political voting bloc. Now, returning to the PDP, I personally would advise, if I were to stand before Peter Obi to give him this advice, I will tell him, returning to the PDP, you know, should be on condition that you would give, it should be on a complete consensus agreement that you would be handed that ticket. Even if they were going to go into the primaries like, you know, the APC did in 2015 when the consensus candidate was unanimous equally, and they just went into the primaries to, you know, wrap it up. So if you are going into the PDP at all, let them have that agreement with you. But if not, the PDP can just keep
they can forget about it, right? I see that. It's good to make that agreement well stated in the beginning. But now, still talking about the forthcoming elections, and, you know, we have people that have been showing interest. One of them that we talked about yesterday was Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, who is hell-bent on ruling Nigeria. We have Mr. Peter Obi as well, who also ran in the last election. And, you know, there's the possibility
that is resting.
Yes, of Goodluck Jonathan, who is enjoying his service and his duty to us in a different way and form. But with all of this now, how do you see the reactions of Nigeria, the reception? Because Mr. Oladimeji made mention of the fact that he's highly disappointed with you know, how Nigerians are taking their preparations towards the forthcoming elections, talking about voting, getting PVCs and getting ready, and, you know, making up their mind that they are not selling their votes. But do you think, again, from 2023 to 2027, that type of momentum that we saw in 2023, that we are going to experience it in 2027, or is this going to be different?
No, I'm seeing the landscape, the political landscape, you know, different this time around. It's no longer the ball game it was.
Business as usual.
Yes. So this time around, you could see that PDP, they are ready, and they are including the South in their zoning. And not just that, we are seeing the coalition.
Yes.
So all these things is new to Nigeria, even though we've experienced coalition before, but we've not experienced we've experienced something of this nature. The zoning. But at the same time, it's kind of PDP is giving the vibe that they are ready for 2027, and this time around, they're not repeating the same mistakes they made in 2023, and looking like they kind of somehow flush away old or bad eggs from their to different parties. So, but at the same time, if I'm to advise PDP, I think, like I said before, the whole thing lies on the candidate you're, you know, bringing out for 2027. I mean, you should get somebody that is credible, somebody that is transparent, that can account. You understand? And they need to fix whatever is going on within them before 2027. I mean, Nigerians need to get to see all that. Then coming to APC, it's actually going to be hard, because these are the people that have always been in power all this time. So it's really hard. I know the 2027 is really going to be hot.
It's going to shake everywhere.
Yes, coming over to Labour Party, we already know that Peter Obi has Nigerians at heart, and Nigerians have Peter Obi at heart too. So some of them will tell you, wherever Peter Obi go, we go. You understand that is Peter Obi or
nothing.
No one. So you could see that people are still standing on Peter Obi. Then coming to ADC, I think people are still trying to find their ground. Like, should I support or should I not support this coalition? Because, like I said before, it's still the same set of persons that have been in leadership before, that didn't make any positive change, that are still coming to this new party. So it's kind of really going to be tough coming 2027, but we look forward to it.
All right, Ifoma. So you are foreseeing a political warfare in Nigeria.